Hello everyone. Today we will see how to solve the 15 puzzle problem with the help of branch and bound method. Now, what is the 15 puzzle problem? The 15 puzzle problem is invented by Sam Lloyd in 1878. In this problem, there are 16 tiles. I am saying here the 15 tiles, but basically there are 16 tiles. 15 tiles are numbered from 0 to 15, whereas 1 is a empty tile. Now the objective of this problem is to transform the arrangement of these tiles from initial arrangement to the goal arrangement. Then what is the initial and goal arrangement? The initial and goal arrangement is shown in the following figure. Now in this figure, here this is our initial arrangement, in which we have the 15 tiles numbered from 1 to 15, whereas 1 empty tiles. Now our objective is to transform these empty tiles at its proper position, so that we get all the remaining 1 to 15 tiles arranged from 1 to 15 numbers and empty tiles at their proper position. So this is our objective. We have to arrange all the tiles in a proper order and empty tiles at their proper position. Now there is always an empty slot in the initial arrangement as shown in the figure. Now any problem can be given to you in which you have an empty tiles which is not at their proper position. So we have to move that empty tiles adjacent to the empty slots, which are moved either left, right, up or down. That means now to place this empty slot at their proper position, we can move this empty slot either to the upward direction, either to the left or right, or at the down position to place the remaining tiles at their proper position. So each move creates a new arrangement in a tile. Now if you are moving your empty tiles at the upward position, in that case you can get the different arrangement. If you move the empty tiles to the left side, again you will get the different arrangement than the initial arrangement. If you move it to the right, you get the another arrangement. If you move that empty slot to the downward direction, at that time you again get the different arrangement than your initial arrangement. So in each move it will create a new arrangement in a tile. Now these arrangements are called as the states of that puzzle. Each move of the empty tile is called as a state of that puzzle. It will give you the different state for the different moves. So the state space tree for 15 puzzle is very large, because there can be 16 permutations are possible for these different arrangements. So your state space tree is very large for this 15 puzzle. In a state space tree, the nodes are numbered as per the level. You have a 15 tiles, so you have a 15 levels, so the nodes are numbered as per their level. Now each next move is generated based on the empty slot position, whether you have to move that empty slot in a upward direction, whether you have to move it in a downward, left or right. So on each move that is generated based on the empty slot position. Edges are labeled according to the direction in which the empty space moves. Edges are labeled, that means in a state space tree we have to draw the different edges, different branches, and these branches are labeled according to the moves of your empty slot. If the empty slot is moved to the upward direction, that edge have the upward label. If you are moving that empty slot to the downward direction, then that edge has a label like a down, right and left. In a same way, the root node becomes the E node. Now first of all we have the initial arrangement, that is our root node, that is nothing but our E node. As shown here, this is our initial arrangement and this is our root node from which we have to move further. So this has become our E node. Now we can decide which node to become an E node based on the estimation formula. After that, whether we have to move our empty slot to the up, right, left or down, and how to decide who is the next E node, that will be decided based on the formula, that is C of x is equals to f of x plus g of x. C of x is nothing but a least cost. We have to find out the minimum cost to move further, f of x, the length of path from root node to the x. How many levels? Number of levels and the level number. You can say f of x. Whereas g of x is the shortest path length from x to the goal node. That means the number of non-blank tiles which are not at their proper position for the node x. That is our g of x. Now we can understood it properly in our example. Here I am showing you the state space tree for the given problem. This is our initial arrangement, whereas this is our goal arrangement. Now in our initial arrangement we have to this is our E node. Now from this E node, this is our empty slot from which we can move to the up, we can move to the down, we can move to the left, or we can move to the right position. Now how to move? So for that we have to calculate our estimation. With the help of estimation formula we have to calculate the cost. Now here cost of the root node is become 3. How it becomes 3? Now for the cost of 1, that is this first node, the cost becomes f of x becomes 0, because this is there is no length, we are at the root node, so f of x becomes 0. Whereas g of x, what is the g of x? How to calculate this g of x? Now the g of x is the number of non-blank tiles which are not at their proper position. So in this initial arrangement we have to find out how many tiles are there which are not at their proper position. So if you look at here, now in this case 1 2 3 4 5 6 are their proper position, 8 is at their proper position, 9 10. So remaining 7 11 and 12, these 3 tiles are not at their proper position in this initial arrangement. So our g of x becomes 3. I hope you understood how we will calculate the g of x. G of x is calculated based on number of tiles which are not at their proper position except the empty tile. Now in this case we have 3 tiles which are not their proper position, tile number 7, tile number 11 as well as tile number 12, which are not at their proper position. So our g of x becomes 3 and the cost of our root node is become 3. Now we can move this empty slot either to the up direction, either to the left, either to the right, or either to the downward direction. And based on this we have to based on this I have shown the different state arrangement of our empty slot. If we move our empty slot to the upward direction, we will get this state arrangement of the initial state. If we move it to the down, then we will get the this arrangement. If we move it to the left side, we will get the this arrangement. If we will move it to the right side, then we will get this state arrangement. Now again for each state we have to calculate the cost formula. Now for this case, now cost of the second level, or you can say the second state from the initial state. So here f of x is become 1 because we are at the level 1, so f of x becomes 1. Now in this case we have to calculate the number of tiles which are not at their proper position, that is our g of x. Now if you see here number of tiles which are not at their proper position is the 3, 7, 11 and 12, that is a 4. So our g of x becomes 4. So total cost is 1 plus 4, that is 5. Now if we move our empty tiles at the downward direction, then our cost is f of x becomes 1 and we have to find out number of tiles which are not at their proper position. So in this case we have only 2 tiles, that is 11 and 12, which are not at their proper position. So cost become g of x becomes 2. So the cost is 1 plus 2, it becomes 3. Again we have to calculate the cost of the remaining left and right move. If we move our empty slot at the left side, then cost of that state becomes 1, that is the f of x, plus number of tiles which are not at their proper position. In this case we have the 4 tiles which are not their proper position, that is 6, 7, 11 and 12. So the g of x is becomes 4 and cost is become 1 plus 4, 5. Similarly we have to find the cost for the right move. If we move our empty slot to the rightmost position, in that case the cost becomes 1 is our f of x. F of x is the number of level we have at the first level, so it becomes 1 plus the number of tiles which are not at their proper position. So in this case we have a 4 tiles, that is 8, 7, 11 and 12, which are not at their proper position. So our g of x becomes 4 and total cost is 5. Now we have the 4 state and 4 different costs. From that we have to choose who is our next e node. So we have to choose the next e node with a minimum cost, and in this case if we move our empty tiles at the downward direction, then we will get the minimum cost. So this is our become the next e node from, and we need to expand that node. Now here we can move our empty slot to the left, to the right, as well as to the down position. We cannot move it to the up direction, because by moving it to the down direction we are come here, so we are not going to the up again. So we move it to the left, we move it to the right, or move it to the downward direction. So again we will get the 3 different state. That is, when we move our empty slot at the down, at the up, at the left as well as at the right. If we move our empty tiles at the downward direction, we will get this arrangement. Now again we need to calculate the cost of this node. So the f of x becomes 2, because this is the second level, and we have to calculate the number of tiles which are not at their proper position. So if we find out in this, we are 3 tiles, that is a 15, 11 and 12, that is the 3 tiles which are not at their proper position. So our g of x becomes 3 and total cost is 2 plus 3 becomes 5. Now if we move the empty slot to the left side, then this is the arrangement we will get. Here again f of x is 2, and we need to find out g of x, that is the number of tiles which are not at their proper position. Again here we have a 3 tiles which are not their proper position, that is a 10, 11 and 12. So g of x becomes 3. So total cost is 2 plus 3, that is becomes 5. So again we have to calculate the cost of the next state when we move our empty slot to the right position. Now here we are moving our empty slot to the right position, so we have to calculate the f of x as well as the g of x. Now f of x is a 2, whereas g of x we have to find out the number of tiles which are not at their proper position, and in this case we have only 1 tiles which are not their proper position. So our cost is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now again we have a 3 different arrangement and 3 different costs, that is the 5, 5 and 3, and we have to find out which is our next e node. So we have to create the e node with a minimum cost. So we make this node as a e node with a minimum cost. So we need to expand this node now. So if we expand this node, so we can get we can move empty slot either to the upward direction or to the downward direction. We cannot move it to the left side, because from the left we come to this state. So we can move it either to the up position or to the downward position. So we have again get the 2 arrangements when we move our empty slot to the upward direction and when move our empty slot to the down direction. Now when we move our empty slot to the upward direction, in that case our f of we calculate the cost, that is our f of x is 3, and if we move empty slot to the upward direction, again we have a 2 tiles which are not at their proper position. So g of x is a 2 and total cost is 5. But if we move our empty slot to the downward direction, in that case now our f of x is 3, but our g of x is 0, because all the tiles are now arranged in a proper position. So our cost is 3, and this is our goal state, because each and every tiles from 1 to 15 they are arranged at their proper position. In this way, by calculating the cost, which help us to choose our next e node. So which node we need to expand, and with the help of proper moving position of our empty slot, we can get our goal state. I hope you will understood how to solve the 15 puzzle problem with the help of branch and bound method, and this session will be helpful for you. Thank you.